Bayern have won the Bundesliga for more than 10 years in a row. But last season, Dortmund had the ultimate opportunity to end their reign. Up until the final match day, they were leading in the Bundesliga table. All they had to do was beat Mainz on the final match day and they would be champions of Germany. But would you believe it, they failed. And that got me thinking, is it even possible for any club in the Bundesliga to stop Bayern Munich? Well, it's been 11 years now and nobody's been able to do it. So I've decided to take up this challenge. I'm gonna become the manager of Dortmund with one goal, ending Bayern Munich's dominance. It's our first day at Borussia Dortmund and I was just going through our squad seeing which players are going to be the superstars and which players are we going to have to offload. But while doing that, I realized something. Guys, it feels like an end of an era at Borussia Dortmund. Jude Bellingham is gone. He's moved to Real Madrid for a record 103 million. But the transfer that's really annoyed me is Raphael Guerreiro joining Bayern Munich as a free agent. These are the transfers that keeps Dortmund down and Bayern Munich at the top. It happened with Lewandowski, Hummels, and so many more players. But if we want to see Borussia Dortmund end Bayern Munich's reign, we're gonna have to fight the system and somehow make it possible. But one thing in Borussia Dortmund I really like is the amount of young talents. And I'm telling you this, if we can get Karim Adeyemi in form, we're gonna be in a good spot. But it's not just him. Players like Schlotterbeck, Giovanni Reina, Moukoko, who's touted as one of the most talented strikers right now. Dortmund have never struggled for talent. Maybe it's the mentality, but we're gonna have to overcome all of it. I think before we make signings and improve this team, we should actually experience what's it like facing Bayern. That'll give us a good idea of why they're so dominant. And the German Super Cup gives us a perfect opportunity. And here we are facing the machines of the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich. I'm definitely a bit scared. Ball played into the box, Mane with the header and goal for Bayern. Oh, that is silly defending, but a typical Bayern Munich goal. Honestly, guys, Bayern Munich are relentless. Look at them just carve our defense. Good save from the keeper, but then we still concede. These guys are machines and they don't stop. Bayern Munich are so good, they're out here trying crossbar challenges against us. The game ends with another Bayern Munich win, but this result made me realize what we're up against. And honestly, I don't think in one season we can build a side that can dethrone Bayern. This is going to be a project, and especially since we've lost Bellingham and Raphael Guerreiro, it's going to make life harder, but I'm here for it. The sale of Jude Bellingham plus some season ticket money has got us a budget of 86 million. We're not going to get this kind of money every season, so we need to make the most of it and make the right signings. To start things off, we need a right back. I'm not happy with Wolf. Thomas Muneer is pretty average. We have Moray as well, but he's a bit young. We need someone talented to fit into that position. And Vanderson from Monaco looks to be perfect for that role. Now, no thinking he's only 76 rated. How are you going to challenge Bayern Munich with players like this? As I said, I'm out here building a project with Dortmund. I don't feel signing superstars is what Dortmund do, and I don't think that's going to work. We're going to need to bring in players like this, give them time to develop, and that's how I think we'll dethrone Bayern. And I think Vanderson has got everything to be the next big right back, so let's get him. And so the negotiations begin, and eventually we managed to sign Vanderson for 20 million. Having good fullbacks is very important, and I think Vanderson fits the bill. Plus, Dortmund just signed Ben Sebaini in real life, so we've got him as well. Next up, we need to find a replacement for Jude Bellingham. He was the star in the middle of the park for Dortmund. Controlled games, scored goals, did everything. But now he's off to Real Madrid, and we have about 60 million to bring in a replacement. And we need to make this count. This could be what decides whether we can take the fight to Bayern or not. And after a bit of scouting, I have found the player I want to replace Bellingham. It's probably not who you would have thought. Matheus Nunes from Wolves, I think, has what it takes to be that guy for us in midfield. It is definitely taking a bet once again on a youngster, but I'm telling you, if we want to take the fight to Bayern, this is the only way. We need to build superstars here. We can't just sign them. But Matheus Nunes is going to be expensive. Negotiations are underway. If we can get him for under 40-50 million, that will be an absolute steal. They want Giovanni Reina, and I'm absolutely not going to do that. Let's hope we can settle for 45 million. That will be an absolute bumped up, but it's gonna go up to 55. We're spending almost everything we have. We're not gonna get an opportunity like this because not every season a player like Bellingham is gonna get sold, but I think this is what we need. A player like Nunes. We've got to be bold, and I think we need to just accept it. 55 million for Matthias Nunes. Probably one of Dortmund's biggest ever signings. Matthias Nunes has arrived at the Dortmund training center. Is he gonna be the man that can fill the boots left by Jude Bellingham? Only time will tell. We've made the transfers for this season now, and it's time to kick off our Bundesliga season. This is where we'll find out whether things we're doing are working or not. Oh, Daniel Malen has gone through, and that's a lovely finish. I think if we're gonna succeed, we'll need Malen to perform. Yes, guys, we managed to win our first Bundesliga game. Not the best of performances, but it was a good start. This first season is all about figuring out the team, and one thing I learned from that game was that we need to have Adeyemi on the right side and Malen on the left. It just works better that way. And another sad thing I learned was that Marco Reus, I don't think he's good enough to be a starter now. Julian Brandt, he is the better player, and we've got to make him a starter. While we were focusing on improving our team and figuring things out, Bayern Munich continue to build their super team. They've just signed Lautaro Martinez for 90 million. I seriously don't know if it's even possible to end their dominance because they've just got so much money to splash. But the truth is, with the signings we've made, we're building something exciting as well. Van der Sar at right back fit in perfectly. Nunes was controlling the midfield, and Adeyemi up top, what can I say? He was bringing in the goals. Adeyemi starting the move. Nunes with a good ball. Brandt laying it off for Adeyemi. That was so well worked. Oh, look at his pace. Nobody can catch up to him, and there's the finish as well. But there was one more player who was absolutely magical throughout this season, and it was someone I did not expect. Yup. Julian Brandt. Honestly, guys, Julian Brandt is magic. Look at the way he moves and the passing as well. It's brilliant. Oh, Brandt, the way he turns, it's beautiful to watch. And then the finish as well. What a player. But even with everything going well for us, we still ended up getting humbled by Bayern Munich. With that, we wrap up the first season with Dortmund finishing in second place, but 8 points off Bayern Munich. They were untouchable again. But as I said before, it's a process. We're slowly building our team. The signings we made in Nunes and Van der Sar, Brandt, Adeyemi, Malen, all of them are coming through and fitting together. If we can keep this up and avoid losing our players to bigger clubs, I reckon we could maybe mount a title challenge. It's time for the second season of our Dortmund project, and instantly you can see that the team we're working with is a lot better. Adeyemi, Daniel Malen, Nunes, Brandt even, all of them have gone up massively in their overall, and I really feel if we can keep hold of this squad, make a few improvements, we might be able to take the fight to Bayern. Sadly though, we're not going to have the budget of Bayern Munich. 44 million this season, unless we have a big player sale, which I'm hoping we don't, we're not going to get that much more money. But honestly, I'm really happy with the team. A few changes instantly I want to make is make Moukoko a starter. I think it's time to have Moukoko lead the line. Apart from that, maybe a bit of depth in the midfield. For that, I found Jibril So playing for Frankfurt, knows the Bundesliga, solid squad depth. These are the kind of signings that are going to keep the team stable. And for 26 million, we welcome Jibril So to Borussia Dortmund. Jibril So coming in offers us good squad depth, but the truth is, I would have loved to make more improvements to the team. But this season, we have budget constraints. Bellingham's money was like a bonus for last season, and this season, we don't have that. The frustrating thing is, on the other side, Bayern Munich continue to strengthen their team. They've just signed Declan Rice for 90 million, and also Josko Guardiol for 70 million. Although it's scary to see Bayern Munich build this super team of theirs, I reckon with the way we've approached things and we're building up the youngsters we've genuinely got the team to compete. But we do have one question unanswered, whether Moukoko is good enough to lead the line. With the Bundesliga season kicking off now, I guess we'll find out. Moukoko! Oh, that's a lovely finish from him. Brilliant goal. Oh, Moukoko, the step overs were lovely, and the finish as well. You can't stop him. Moukoko is just so strong, and he's got the finish as well. With him, we can believe of winning the Bundesliga. We're only 3 games into the season, but being top of the league is a statement. Is this finally time for Borussia Dortmund to end Bayern Munich's dominance? Things were looking great for us, but what we didn't know was that Bayern Munich had a plan. When they're in situations like this is what they do. Wait. Where's Julian Brandt? Wait, what? No way! Bayern Munich, just before before the transfer window ends, they've sealed the deal for Julian Brandt. No! Yet another player stolen by Bayern Munich. This is actually unbelievable. Yes, the board decided to cash in on Julian Brandt without even asking me. And now the morale of the team is at an all-time low. Julian Brandt was the player that linked our midfield and attack. He was the player dictating the game. He was assisting goals, scoring them as well. But now without him, we're really gonna struggle. Just as expected, life without Brandt was difficult. Halfway through the season and Bayern Munich are once again running away with the Bundesliga title. Guys, we can't let one player's departure completely derail everything we've worked for. The truth is, even without Brandt, we have the team. Malen, Adeyemi, Nunes, Schlotterbeck at the back, Kobel in goal. We can take the fight to Bayern, we've just got to believe. We're now in the January transfer window, which means we can finally use that money we got for Brandt and improve the team. About 70 million in our budget. But the truth is, we've already got the replacement for Julian Brandt in Giovanni Reina. If we can get Reina to do the same thing Brandt did, dictate the game, run the show for us, we might just have what it takes to take the fight to Bayern. It wasn't easy filling the boots of Julian Brandt. Oh, there's Giovanni Reina. That's what's up now. He's going to slowly make us forget of Julian Brandt. But even with Reina trying his best to fill Brandt's boots, we were still not good enough to win the Bundesliga. We finished second in the league. We closed the gap down a little bit, but still, Bayern's dominance continues. Honestly, at this point, I kind of feel like giving up because we've built such an amazing team. But if every time Bayern comes and steals the key player of our team, we're just never going to be able to win. But one thing we also managed to do this season was reach the German Cup final where, yes, we're up against Bayern Munich. In a one-off game like this, there's genuinely a chance where we could win. And maybe if we can win this game and prove to the Dortmund board that, yes, we can take the fight to Bayern, maybe they'll let us keep our squad and not sell a player. We have failed to beat Bayern Munich even once over these 2 seasons. And now they've got Julian Brandt, and it really hurts seeing him in a Bayern kit. But this is our chance to maybe turn a new leaf. If we can win the German Cup, maybe we can take that momentum into next season. No, not Julian Brandt, not Julian Brandt. It had to be him. Former Dortmund player with the dagger. This is gonna be painful. Adeyemi is broken through. He's one player who's willing to take the fight to Bayern Munich. What a goal from Adeyemi! The first half comes to an end, and honestly, this is the first time we've competed at this level with Bayern. If we can keep this up, we might just be able to beat them. In the second half, Bayern Munich stepped things up, but we know what's at stake here. A win here could be one step closer to ending Bayern's dominance. Moukoko, he's broken through. This could be it. This could be it for Moukoko. No way! 78th minute, we take the lead. Against all odds, we might be able to beat Bayern for the first time in 2 years. Here's Reina on the ball. That's a good little shimmy. Goes for goal. Oh my word. Giovanni Reina has just dunked on Julian Brandt right here. The traitor left us for Bayern, but Reina is here, winning us the cup. It's done. It's full time. Dortmund have beaten Bayern Munich for the first time in 2 years, and we've secured the German Cup. Now, I do know that Bayern don't really take the German Cup seriously, but it is still a big moment for us. It's a sign that maybe this team has the mentality to take the fight to Bayern. But if we really want to end Bayern's dominance, we need to win the Bundesliga, and next season, we'll give it everything. Also, guys, getting 1 million subscribers is my dream, and if you guys can subscribe to the channel and help me out, I will be forever grateful. So yeah, please subscribe. The new season is about to begin, and I've just received a mail from the board. Dear Mr. S2G, first of all, we'd like to start by apologizing for selling Julian Brandt. That's just the way the club operates. But seeing you win the German Cup and build up this squad from the ground up, it's got the entire board of directors believing. And so for this season, we're giving you the freedom. We're not going to sell anyone. Go out there and try and win the Bundesliga. Alright guys, the board has given us the freedom this season. The squad we've built, they're not going to change it. We're going to get to keep Adeyemi, Moukoko, Malen, Reina. The squad is going to be as is. It's our job now to prove to them that we can end Bayern Munich's dominance. Sadly though, we're Borussia Dortmund and we've just got 50 million to spend. Unless we decide to sell a few players, we're not going to get that budget increased. But that's fine because I'm really happy with the first team. The only thing we're really lacking with is a bit of depth in the centre-back department. If we can address that, we should be fine. And so for squad depth, we make the signing of Matthias Ginter, a German centre-back that's honestly pretty good. good, and we got him for a good deal. With Ginter coming in for the first time, I feel we've got incredible depth as well as an amazing starting 11. We've proven that we can beat Bayern Munich, but to win the league, can we do that? We start off our Bundesliga season with a couple of wins, but the day of reckoning is ahead of us as we play Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. But right before our game against them, we find out that Bayern have just signed Marc-Andre ter Stegen from Barcelona for 60 million. This is Bayern Munich. They've got the money to spend, invest, and make their team even better, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. It's our job to somehow fight through that and still get the result. This game could truly decide whether we're truly contenders for the Bundesliga. No, Bayern, Musiala! He's so good! Bayern just look ruthless, man. This is what they do in the Bundesliga. Come on, a bit of space. Although we took the L to Bayern Munich, the Bundesliga season has just begun. We need to pick ourselves up, get back on track, and when we play them for the second time this season, we need to be ready. To win the Bundesliga, we firstly need to get back to winning ways. And this game against Schalke presents us with the perfect opportunity. Karim Adeyemi, this is what he does so well, goes for goal and bang! Moukoko now gets his goal as well. Not only did we get back to winning ways in the Bundesliga, but I also figured out how to get the best out of our team. Now, over these last couple of seasons, our team has been mostly playing as a unit, with everybody defending and everybody attacking. It works well, but I feel like with the firepower we've got in the attack, giving players like Malen the freedom to do what he wants up top, the same with Adeyemi and even Moukoko, we could create one of the most effective trios in football. This does mean our midfield and defense will have to sacrifice and defend a lot more, but I think it's going to be worth it. And since we made that tactical change, there was no looking back. Moukoko, oh, that's a ruthless finish from our number 9. Well, he wears number 18, but I think we need to change that. Adeyemi, oh, he just passes that one in. Malen gets his goal as well. While we gave all the freedom to our attack, I have to give credit to our midfield and defense who were working overtime to help keep clean sheets. And would you believe it, halfway through the season, we're top of the Bundesliga. 1 point clear of Bayern. And so, this is it. 3 seasons of hard work, and it all comes down to this. We're playing Bayern Munich at the Signal Iduna Park. We win this, and there's a good chance we can win the Bundesliga. We've worked so hard to build this team. Adeyemi, Malen, Moukoko, Reina, all of them are ready, and this is it. No, that's a silly mistake, and no! Bayern take the lead. Is history gonna repeat itself, and are we gonna bottle it once again? The team was feeling a lot of pressure from Bayern. We almost conceded a second. Guys, the truth is Bayern's pressure is daunting. They know they're playing for the Bundesliga title. If we can't score in this first half, I think we're gonna be in trouble. The clock was ticking, the pressure was on. We needed somebody to step up. This could be what we're waiting for. Ben Sebaini looking for the ball inside. Adeyemi, right place, right time, just before half-time. We get the equalizer. We needed this. That's the first half done. Bayern level with Dortmund. We can do this, guys. One more goal, and I think we'll win the league. Only a win would get us the Bundesliga title. Time was running out, and we needed to score soon. A draw won't be enough. Time is ticking. Adeyemi, no! That was our chance. I was losing hope, and I thought we'd have to settle for a draw, but then we had one last chance. All our hard work comes down to this. Adeyemi, oh, cut back inside. Oh my god, Nunes! Of course it's Nunes! The player we signed to replace Bellingham ends up scoring the goal to end Bayern Munich's reign. A historic moment in Dortmund history. We've done it, guys. We've actually beaten Bayern Munich in the league. Oh my god, that's the first time we've done it in 3 seasons. Is it enough, though, to win the title? And we've done it, guys. Convincingly as well. Borussia Dortmund are champions of Germany. We've ended Bayern Munich's reign of dominance. It's over. And honestly, kind of emotional because we built such an awesome team using most of the players who were already here. If you enjoyed this journey with Borussia Dortmund, I'm sure you'll enjoy me manage Leicester City in the championship. Click here to watch that.